Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Lisa, and today I have a quick how-to on how I do something. It's probably out there on YouTube in a lot of places, but I figured I'd show you how a sort of newbie does it. It is day 35 of my 100-day challenge, and what I'm going to do is, if you haven't seen it, I've started a traveler's notebook journal. I've done a couple insert pages so far, flip out pages for tuck-ins, and I've gotten some of my digitals printed, etc. But what happened is I hadn't decided on a cover yet. I figured I would probably make a cover out of something, paper, fabric, but recently I got an order. I sell my extra pages on Etsy. I got an order for some mushroom pages that I sell. So usually I like to go through, I've pulled a few out already, and then I like to go through and just sort them, make sure they're not all right in a row to whoever orders them, so they get a variety of stuff. So I started to pull some pages out, and I looked at it and go, wow, that really looks like the size of the traveler's notebook. And sure enough, I put it in there. I'm like, that would be perfect to use for my traveler's notebook. Field guide to mushrooms. So we're traveling to Britain and Europe to go look at mushrooms. I don't know if I'll keep that cover. I probably will, because it's kind of fun. But I might cover it up in the end. But it's just the perfect size for it. So what I thought I would do is show you how I get the signatures out of there to get just the cover of the book for me. So as you can see, I've taken, I work from the center out. I find it the easiest to do. So here's some of the other pages that are pulled out and waiting. Usually I just keep them in here. I cut as I want. If I need a mushroom, or if I need to fill an order, I'll go and add those to it. So I'll put those to the side. So when looking for books to see if you can open them up, it might be hard to tell, but this is a tinier spine, but you can kind of tell when you kind of pull it apart that you can see that there is a grouping of pages in there. It's not glued to the book, that there are signatures in there. All right, so what I do is I will open the book up and kind of pull the pages and see that I am now got the signature split in half. This is the reason why I start in the middle usually, because if you fold the book back in the middle, you get the most open spot, and you can see the stitching there. So one of two ways I can do it. I can take an X-Acto blade, I just kind of sneak it under there and snip them open. Being careful, trying not to, slice down into the pages. Just trying to lift and snip. You can also use very pointy scissors, but I find that a little bit harder sometimes, ends up digging into the book, especially in the beginning when I can't get it as wide open. All right, so once I have all of those snipped, when the book is fairly new, I usually just pull out one page at a time, kind of rub them down to get any of if there's any extra glue, or to lift up the whole parts, because they get a little rough. But as this book becomes a little bit more, how would you call, open, I will take and gently try to grab the whole signature and pull it off its spine. Now where it becomes tricky is the last page that is sewn in, or the outside page, has also been kind of glued into the spine. So if you're not careful, you can snip some of those strings a little farther down too, get a little less pull. If it's too new, and the glue's too new, it's hard to, you end up ripping that last page. So we don't want to obviously do that. All right, pull it out, get rid of any things and the strings. So now, if you didn't want to pull each signature, I just pull it out because I'm not going to be using I pull out a signature at a time because I'm not going to be using the cover, and I want to keep as much in the book as I can. Now, if you just want to pull out the whole signature for it because you want to go straight to using the book, what you can do is come to the front of the book and the back of the book and see if you can find the strings. I cut that page off there. Or you can go ahead and slice down the book. I'm going to try to keep, I probably won't be able to, slice down the book. So if you take X-Acto blade and carefully slice down that to release the front of the book. Sometimes it takes a little finesse, a little finagling. And do the same with the back. I like to keep it a little bent because it kind of gives me a guide of where to cut. All right, so that way, just trim this off. That way you can keep the spine intact to hold the pages in there, like I did here, for future tearing apart. Get rid of this for right now. And I can go back later and do the snips of the strings to get separate pages. This way does keep them together a little bit more for you. So I'm just going to tuck these in to the center here, kind of hold on to them. Get a clip here. Just clip it like this so I know these are my mushroom pages. All right. So now, with that said, I've got a spine that I can use for this. Right? Excellent. All right, so probably in a future video, I'll show, I'll finish this spine up when I decide if I want to cover it or use it. I want to probably cover this part up on the inside to make it a little smoother, and then attach the signature. So that'll be a future video for that. So, but I just thought there might be some new people out there that, like I was new, still am new, wanted to see how you remove pages from a spine. All right, so I have a little bit of time left on this Fast Friday video. I wanted to show you some quick pages that I decided to add also to my journal that I don't feel are really worth a whole video. So I have 2 pages that I've decided I wanted to use. All right, so the first one is this one. Basically, it is an 8.5 by 11 sheet. This one I have scrap of paper, and I did a digital on there. I should be able to link. These are 2 different ones. They're wood grains, so they make great backings for stuff, and they happen to have nice lines there too. So I will link the kit in there if I could track it down. But what I like to do on these is just to get them to be the size of the Traveler's Notebook, I'm just going to fold them in. So the traveler's notebooks are approximately 8.5 inches wide, say. And since these are 11, or 10.5, sorry, because I forgot these had a border, I cut them off. So to get them down to approximately, oh, this one I got down to about 8 inches, I'm just going to fold the two ends in, roughly about an inch. And I'll get this to be to 8 inches, just right there. So we're just gonna fold it in half for the signature. And I'm just gonna take a little bit of wet glue and just glue the I need a little poke. I need a little poke. I need a little poke. There we go. Freedom. The glue has freedom. All right, so we just basically glue those two down on the sides just to make little side tucks. Now these are sized to fit in my traveler's, come away, come away, traveler's notebook. But they could definitely go into a regular journal also as a quick, easy way to put a page in. Have pretty stuff there. It's upside down, but that's okay. We'll go this way. Have a pretty side on this side. Could probably even add on top of it a belly band for this one. That would look cute. And then on this side, I have the obligatory tuck page, which of course I don't have a card handy, but can easily take it and tuck some stuff in there. So yeah, an easy, super easy way to take a bigger page and make it go into a book. All right, so the second one, real quick here. On the first one, I also did add tuck. This one, I added a tuck spot in there also. In my video from a couple days ago, I had added this to a different page. And I have, this video that I have front pockets, and then I've got this one for slant pockets. So if you want to see how to make those, you can go to that one. In this one, I did fold, instead of having it tall like this, I took it and I folded it in just to make it a little different looking. So it ends up having a tuck spot that's just like slanted a little bit. So I'm not going to show you how to do it on this one. As you can see, you could just leave it plain, and like I said, probably like adding a belly band would be really cute for that, to do that. So that's a quick page there. And then the other one is beyond quick on this one. It is I'm not sure if I have a blank page here I could grab. I wasn't planning on doing this. There we go. There's another one that I printed on there. And basically all I did was, for this one, I had cut it down to the 8 1/4 inches. I'm not going to do it on this page because I don't want to have another one. I cut it down to the 8 1/4 inches. And the reason I decided to do this is because I printed on the back of this one a printout, and I ended up doing it upside down for these words. So if the page went this way, when I flipped it, they're upside down. So I decided to make a flip out for it, because then this way is correct. So all I did was take the 8.5 inches like this, and after I cut it, I just took this part and flipped it up and made a couple more tuck pockets so that I could have one more spot to be able to add things to tuck in there. And then this side, being it's upside down, I'll probably end up decorating it with something just to cover it up. But it's just another way to make tuck spots. And the reason I'm making so many tuck spots with this traveler's book is because I figured as you're traveling along and you want to save some mementos from your, receipts or cards, pictures, you're going to want some places to tuck that kind of paraphernalia into. So, all right, so that is my Fast Friday video. I hope you got some fun and useful tips out of it. How to destroy a book, how to make a quick easy page, which is like, no-brainer simple, how to make another quick easy page just to add some variety to your book. So, all right, with that said, I am going to call this video done and wish you a wonderful and creative day. Thanks again.